Bridgeport, Connecticut on February 26, 1958. His father, Raymond Sr., died at the age of 35, the result of a tragic industrial accident. Ray says his father had done everything he could to see that the family, including Ray's three sisters, Donna, Denise, and Deborah, had the best life possible. Ray recalls how his mother Alice amazed his friends with her old-fashioned set shot from the foul line when they played hoops in the driveway, and how she drove everyone to the beach every day in the summer in an old Chevy station wagon. Influenced by his grandfather, Ray grew up a sports fan and enjoyed playing baseball and softball. And although he grew up on Long Island, he is now a diehard Boston Red Sox and Dallas Cowboys fan, saying his gramps taught him well. While in high school, Ray attended the Catskill Christian Assembly, a Christian summer camp. It is there he met Paula and they became teenage sweethearts, as seen here. After graduating from Emmett O'Brien Regional Vocational Technical High School in 1975, Ray studied electrical engineering at Waterbury State Technical College. Ray, who didn't particularly enjoy electrical engineering, wanted to get through college as fast as possible, get married, get a job, and move to Colorado, a place he fell in love with while on summer vacation. However, in November 1977, he married Paula, who was also from Long Island and only 18 at the time, and therefore wanted to live close to her family. Needless to say, Ray has not made it to Colorado yet. He earned his associate degree in 1978 and began his career in the machine tool industry before answering an ad that simply said, "Looking for someone with a technical background to do sales of food equipment." He confesses he had no clue what food equipment meant. The job turned out to be working for Candy Hall of Famer Frank Friedwald with American Chocolate Mold. And after spending a day with Ray, Frank offered him the job. Ray jumped at the opportunity, wanting something more secure for his growing family, clearly evidenced here. He figured that no matter how bad the economy got, people would still go to the store and buy some chocolate, and how right he was. To this day, Ray says winning Frank's confidence and being made a partner in the business are his greatest accomplishments. During the next 25 years, Paul and Ray raised 4 children, Raymond III, Dr. Michael Cote, David, and Alyssa Ray. They have a total of 5 grandchildren, ages 9 months to 10 years. Leah, Raymond IV, Travis, Skylar, and Amani. After Frank retired, Ray bought the company, another proud moment. Through it all, Ray says he couldn't have done it without Mads Hedstrom of Offset APS, who was a great friend and mentor, sharing his wealth of knowledge unselfishly and teaching him about chocolate enrobing, cooling, and molding from the ground up. One important lesson Ray says he learned along the way was to always ask before taking samples when walking the floor at food-related shows. He recalls demonstrating a new wrapping machine at Pack Expo one year. The sample pieces were made of wax, but that didn't stop people from grabbing them, thinking they were chocolate. He is still amazed at seeing a guy pop one in his mouth, chew, and even swallow it. While Ray says it is his job to represent himself for his suppliers, he believes it is his duty to administer sound industry advice to clients along the way. Consequently, Ray has a history of fostering healthy manufacturing relationships and steering clients to the right resources, saying any help he can offer means less work and overall stress for his customers. To say Ray loves to go hunting is an understatement. He enjoys deer hunting both with archery, tackle, and firearms, and duck hunting, saying there's nothing better than being with his sons and friends watching the sunrise in early winter. Ray has served on the Cattle Committee since 2007, and as a trustee for the Catskill Christian Assembly for 35 years, he helped fund the rebuilding of structures on the campground. Ray is also trustee and elder of the Worship for North Shore Christian Church. Ray has been a major sponsor and supporter of a therapeutic horseback riding program for cognitively impaired children and young adults. He sponsors the Riverhead Little League team and has sponsored the local men's softball league. We are not sure about this picture, but Ray promises it is from a trade show. Actually, we know it is, with Mike Stickley and the Owlie mascot. And talking about mascots, Ray sadly admits his baseball days are pretty much over, but he enjoys watching his sons and grandchildren play and explains that many of his life lessons were learned on the ball field. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mads Hedstrom of Osted, who is here to help us induct Ray into the Candy Hall of Fame.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ray, since I was 26 years old, you and I have turned over every stone in the US, and with that comes countless memories. You're a man of order, respect, and honor, and I'm proud having you as a valuable colleague, close friend, and so is my family. I'm excited to celebrate your introduction into the Candy Hall of Fame. Congratulations, my old friend.
Thank you, Mass, and good evening to everyone. You know, as I stand here before you in the presence of my family, friends, business associates, competitors, and most importantly, my fellow Candy Hall of Fame inductees, I feel very much the same as legendary New York Yankee Lou Gehrig must have felt as he delivered his famous farewell speech when he said, "Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. I am truly blessed and honored and very humbled to be here as a member of the Candy Hall of Fame induction class of 2017. I must admit that my path leading up to this momentous occasion has certainly been one that's had many twists, turns, and at times what seemed like dead ends. Thankfully, and with the support of my mother, Gramps, who was my mom's father, my loving and faithful wife, Paula, as well as family and friends, I persevered and experienced a great measure of success. As you have heard, I was born to a loving and wonderful mom and dad, having two older sisters and eventually a younger sister. But then in 1963, we lost Dad to a tragic industrial machine accident. And that's when Gramps entered the picture in a very huge way, especially for me, being the one and only son. Gramps, as he was known by everyone, became my male role model. He taught me about sports, what it's like to be a man, and everything else a young boy needs to learn. Gramps was at the root of my beginnings in the world of chocolate and sweets. And I think, or actually I know, he single-handedly made Hershey and Mars into what they are today. To say he loved his chocolate would be a gross understatement. But most importantly, he taught me the most deep-rooted lessons which became the foundation of which all things in my life were built. And that was to be a man of the highest integrity. So even though Gramps is passed on, is not with us any longer, I would be remiss in not expressing my sincerest thanks to him for preparing me to walk life's path, which has led me here tonight. Now, Mom, she had an even more important role because she had to play both mother and, in some ways, a father. Mom, thank you for always being there for me. You were instrumental in making me into who I am today. I could never have gotten this far in life without my wife of almost 40 years, Paula. You are the rock at home for our family and supported my necessary travel to become successful in my career. There are no words that could ever express my love for you, nor how thankful I am to have you behind me as we continue life together. Thank you to my 4 children and 5 grandkids, all of whom have had to sacrifice time with me as I travel further in this fabulous candy industry. Thank you to Frank Friedwald, a longtime member of the Candy Hall of Fame, for seeing something in me which led to my introduction into this world of chocolate. Frank has been my mentor and my example to follow ever since. Frank believed in me and made me his partner in American Chocolate Mold Company, and he holds a very special place very deep in my heart. I could never say enough thanks to this guy right here, this gentleman who introduced me this evening, Mr. Mads Hedstrom, owner and partner of Osted out of Farum, Denmark. We were 2 young men out to slay the U.S. chocolate and bakery industries with Nielsen and Rover's cooling tunnels and molding lines. We traveled hard and we traveled fast, and we were very successful together, making Nielsen into one of the top companies producing chocolate equipment in this industry. There are many of you out there this evening who have helped mold me into a Candy Hall of Fame inductee, including Hall of Famers Ross Bainbridge, Russ Crozio, Jim Greenberg, just to name a few. There are so many more that I can thank, and I really hope to be able to shake all of your hands and express my heartfelt thanks as the festivities continue this evening, and as I see all of you in the coming days. Thank you.